Hey y'all, Randy Diller here at BNC. Sometimes I like being in control. Okay, let's be real. Most of the times I like being in control. And I think that's most of us as well. But the problem that comes along with that is that it creates conflict. You see, giving up control means I am no longer in charge. Sometimes giving up control means I have to trust. Trust is what we're going to be talking about this month in the kids ministry, and we're going to tie it in to the preschoolers and what they're learning about with creation. They can trust a God who created the whole entire world, who created everything that we see. And I think as simplistic of an idea as that is, you and I can also embrace that idea that as amazing as our world is, if a God can create that and make everything work together, certainly he can be trusted. So trust just means putting my confidence in something that I can depend on. Let's say, for instance, I pull out my cell phone. I pull out my cell phone and make a phone call. I trust that my cell phone is going to connect me to the other person. I trust that when I sit down in a chair, my rear end is going to hit the chair and it's not going to fall over. I trust that if I ask my wife to do something, that she is going to do it. And I can do all those things, and I trust those things because I see them respond over and over the way that I am expecting them to. I see them be faithful to what I'm asking them to do. Trust works the same way with God. The more we see God at work in our lives, the more we see God making good on his promises, the more we're able to trust him. The more we're able to say, God, as a creator of all the universe, I trust you. And even in the deepest, darkest times, we can trust God. We want the kids to learn all month long that they can trust God no matter what. It's easy to trust in something that I can see, a cell phone, a chair, a person, a wall outlet. But asking kids to trust in a big, invisible God is a little different. And sometimes as adults, that's something we struggle with as well because it requires us to let go. It requires us to be able to say, God, I am not in charge. You are. And when we do that, while we may think we're giving up a freedom, we're actually gaining an enormous amount of freedom when we let go and we let God and we trust. So, trust, we're defining it as putting our confidence in someone that we can depend on. Put your trust in God and help us to be able to lead the kids of our community to know what it means to trust in a big, huge God that loves them so much. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being a part of our BNC family.